Something crazy is going on at the Pyramid of Giza. People have been seeing these white energy orbs that are coming out, and nobody has a clue on where these things are coming from. This is real footage which was captured by someone that was driving by, and they captured these three massive white orbs that are like coming out of the tip of the pyramid, and we have multiple different people that have shot like the same thing. So that is how we know that this is real. It's not CGI, it's not made up stuff, it's not fake. Take a look at this thing. There's like three orbs. One orb just stays right here, and then two just hovers over. And then it just keeps emitting more and more orbs over time. And they just fly off, man. We don't know what the hell that is. And it's just very mysterious. Where they said that something strange was spotted near the pyramids, and no one can explain what it is, and could be the UFOs or the UAPs or any ancient mystery that's revealing itself, or something else entirely. Honestly, a lot of weird things has been going on in terms of the pyramid as well as the Anunnakis, and some people say that there are these reptilian fallen angels that the whistleblowers have already been claiming that these things have very similar descriptions as to what the Bible calls them as the fallen angels. And there are a couple more footage that people have shared of this massive orbs that's coming out of the pyramids of Egypt.
Now
Take a look at this stuff.
The Pentagon is officially confirming the pyramid UAPs. Florida is under snow and blizzard warnings. California is the seventh ring of hell. You can see it from space. I just think it's hilarious now that the skies are...
Pentagon confirms that pyramid UAPs. New Jersey drones are back.
Pyramid-shaped UFOs flying over the USS Russell off the San Diego coast in July of 2019.
Wow.
UFOs are real. They're flying with impunity within our restricted airspace. They represent an advanced and sophisticated technology.
Wow.
And it's a technology that requires scientific scrutiny and study.
The Pentagon has said...
So it is very scientific, right? Whatever these things are, it seems like even the fallen angels, they seem to be having some sort of a scientific technology present in them. And that's probably how they're using all of these things.
The video is authentic.
And obviously the Bible states that, you know, God cut these fallen angels' wings off so they can't fly anymore. So how are they going to do it? They're of course pretty similar to what we humans are. We can't fly, we don't have wings. And that is probably why they're creating all of these technologies, which is basically going to help them in order to fly, pretty much like how we humans have created. And since they're way more advanced, they have way more knowledge about the world, they have much better and advanced technologies as far as what the whistleblowers have been stating. We have another footage right here.
Funny's going on. These orbs were captured over the pyramids of Giza over in Egypt over the last 7 days. What in the name is going on here?
I know, right?
The
That's
footage is pretty
crazy.
burpy. It's shaking and it's only very short, which does bring in many questions. Like,
what is it?
Is it real? It's one of the big questions. It's pretty cool footage if this is real.
I mean, a lot of people have been asking themselves, like, is this even real? Could this be fake and whatnot? But I was eventually one of those guys who thought that this was fake as well. But then I got to take a look at different perspective from different people posting like different angles of like the same footage. And that's when I realized all the footage that I've seen so far, it kind of resembles each other. And also take a look at this image, which was shared by the Pentagon official. John F. Kennedy shared this stuff, and this is like a real photo which was captured by the Pentagon. And apparently there is a beam of light that's being emitted, and we can see multiple stars in the sky, or maybe it's not stars, maybe it's just one of these energy sources like the beams, and these things are visually visible, like on the peak of the pyramids. What could this even be? A lot of people are saying that this could legitimately, that, you know, God is coming back soon, and that these are the signs that Jesus said that, you know, you need to look up in the sky and you will see the signs before my second coming appears. And the stars are going to show signs, and you'll eventually know it when this happens, and people will figure out that this is very close to the second coming of our Lord Christ. And we have another footage here, which is also from the Pentagon, and apparently it seems like they have captured something weird in the sky as well. Look at that
fucking alien invasion.
Look at that triangular shape thing that's formed in the sky.
Where is it? Give me the camera. What is this? I mean, what the fuck is that?
That's pretty bad camera angles. Come on. What are you shooting? Oh, there it is. Look at that stuff. This is where it is. Okay, just keep looking. We're getting too distracted by the street lights, by the way. Look at that stuff. Oh, it's here now. It's here now. And something small, something tiny is moving around as well.
Look back. Look back. I got you, baby.
It seems like they're using some sort of a
I
camouflage.
see it.
Damn.
Turn right, turn right, turn right. You see it.
Look at that. Look at that, dude.
Can it be like an ancient god? You know, the stupid little things.
Oh,
Slow down, man.
a complete
Slow down.
triangle over here. There's also like white orbs. Look at that stuff. It definitely seems like, you know, some people are capturing these things. We also have another UFO experts that are speaking about these UFOs that showed up on the Pyramid of Giza. And they have some very interesting things to say about what they actually witnessed.
I showed you of the pyramid kind of above the Pentagon, and the guy was filming it at night, and it's this weird kind of gray-black pyramid that was spinning. I'm going to play the two clips as a refresher. And we have two clips because there were multiple angles of this incident.
Like I said, there are multiple angles, and that's basically what proves that it's not really fake.
What is this?
This is the one
Look at
that we have already seen.
Remember this one? These two guys were just driving. I think it was in 2019, and they spotted this over the Pentagon. Remember it?
Over the Pentagon.
Yeah.
So weird.
That's
Like
crazy.
a spinning pyramid. So we saw that one, and then we saw...
It didn't seem to be moving anywhere.
It just seemed to kind of slowly rotate. And then it happened again.
it's
Someone
rotating.
else caught it.
Same event.
Yep. Same event, just a little further away. And most importantly, from another witness.
That's pretty interesting.
Now, we're going to dive into the this conspiracy theory about these giant pyramids. The National UFO Reporting Center has actually cataloged 8,100 sightings of pyramid or triangular-shaped
8,100? That's crazy, man. Why isn't this out on the news, like the big news?
crafts since the 1960s. Take a look at this one. This is one over Moscow, 2009. It's almost the exact same looking thing. Some witnesses claim that it looked nearly a
Wow, this is in Moscow, and it looks exactly the same as what they've seen in
mile wide.
Egypt.
Wow. That looks pretty cool.
I'd say more than cool.
That looks pretty cool, is what he has to say.
Something so massive floats so effortlessly.
It's way more
Look at
than
that.
cool. That's dangerous. We never
And
know
then
what that
shortly
is.
after that sighting, this one was caught on camera during the daytime.
Oh, wow.
I just can't figure out what that could be and how it could be fake. Look at that.
I know,
You
right?
get a better view of it there.
Yeah.
Mind, if you looked up in the sky and you saw that, you'd go...
I would go crazy. I would go
You
nuts.
absolutely would.
That's pretty cool, actually.
That's
I
four
don't know about
sightings
cool.
from 4 different people, all of the same thing.
That looks sick, man.
Listen
That
to this.
literally looks sick.
There have been many instances in which these vehicles have been observed over bases operated by the Strategic Air Command, says Chris Mellon, former Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense for Intelligence during the Clinton and George W. Bush administrations.
Oh, so when George Bush was the president, they kind of already saw these things hovering over. They also reported that these UFOs kind of just flew over the US nuclear power plant research base, and they were collecting some sort of information about what's going on inside the nuclear power plants. And remember when we had this eclipse in the month of April in 2024, and they said it was going to be like one of the most deadliest eclipses of all time, and this has never come in like 2,000 years, and it's only coming back again after 2,000 years, which was the first time when they noticed during the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. And this thing eventually happened once again after 2,000 years. And when the eclipse was taking place, it seems like there was some mysterious light that was emitting out of the peak of the pyramid. Just take a look at this footage because it's crazy, honestly.
3 p.m. Louisiana. Ancient pyramid appears after the eclipse.
Look at this, man. That's crazy. It seems like some sort of a beam of light is just coming out of the pyramid.
3 p.m. Louisiana.
Nobody knows what that is.
3 p.m. Louisiana.
It just illuminates and then it just moves out.
After the eclipse.
Damn. Some people just say that pyramids have some sort of an energy emitting ability. They kind of just store energy, and that was like the sole purpose for these things to be built. And funny enough, now we are able to see all these things happen, especially during like the eclipse. We don't know what that is or whether or not if it's even linked with that stuff, or maybe this could just be some sort of a reflection of light. But then what we don't understand is that why is the beam of light just emitting out and it's just flying across? Could this be the orbs that we're actually seeing across the sky? And some people are thinking that this could be the aliens that's coming out. There are some mysterious things that's actually going on in the world, and the pyramid mystery is one of the biggest ones. And on February 7th, we received this footage where it seems like helicopters are actually chasing 4 UAP objects that are flying in the sky, and they're almost at the same speed of these helicopters. Just take a look at this stuff. This was literally captured. You see these lights? Look at that stuff, man. Look at this stuff. It definitely looks like these are round objects. Don't know what these are. And these choppers like chasing it. And they are flying in like some sort of a formation right here. What in the world is that? That doesn't look like any technology that we humans possess, but that's just crazy. And these are like the regular choppers, right? Regular choppers. Nothing to worry about. But then those things, that doesn't look normal at all, man. Oh my god. Look at the speed in which those things are flying. They're already gone. Damn. That's crazy. That's crazy. And some people might not understand the size of these pyramids. And to be honest, man, these pyramids are massive in size. And the light that you just witnessed coming out of the pyramids, they were massive as well. So if you're just looking at the pyramid from a far away angle, but if you go near the pyramid and if you look at it, it's actually massive. This is just one small perspective of how big the pyramid actually looks. And that's incredible, man. Look at that stuff. This is how beautiful the pyramids actually looks. Damn. Damn. Imagine a massive light of beam that's just coming out of these things and that's just flying off in all directions. That's really not normal. And also, archaeologists recently found a book inside the Pyramid of Giza. And this book contains a lot of information about the people that lived before us. And the book actually looks extremely scary. Take a look at this stuff. It seems like all of this stuff is like completely torn out. Some are even decayed papers. Oh my god. They're trying their best not to touch it or like spoil it. Look at those scriptures. Oh my god. What are these things? It seems like they have like an entire human body drawn out in all the functions of the body, and it seems like they also have some things that are kind of just give us a full explanation about what the spiritual stuff is all about inside our human body. There seems to be some sort of cells and technologies. How did these guys even know all these things before, all the way back in those times? There definitely seems to be some sort of a civilization, man. Look at that stuff. That's human. Like, that's female, right? That's female body. And then it seems like the head is cut off, and like they're being bent. The head is cut off, and then they're bleeding. And then look at that stuff. What is that? And here we have a completely different head. It looks like an alien head for some reason. And this, I don't know what it is. Whether if it's a snake or a sperm. We don't know. And what the hell is that? That looks spooky. That looks real spooky. I don't know when they're going to be debunking it. They are actually trying to, read this stuff, understand what's inside these scriptures, because these are very, very old. And they want to make sure they are handling these scriptures in a very good way. Could tear the page. So they need to be extremely precise and careful. So archaeologists and some of the scholars are reading and going through the entire book in order to find out some of the ancient secrets that we never knew about. And this here is like the same triangular UFO that the previous guy actually was filming from his car. We have like a much clearer image of this stuff. Look at that stuff. It's massive. Looks like some sort of a mothership. And these things were actually seen after the lights were formed on top of the pyramid. And over time, they're able to see these lights or some sort of a camouflage thing in a distance. And that's crazy. And this is the same footage, but then it was taken in daytime. And now you can actually see this stuff. Like it's black in color. It's pyramid shaped, but then it's completely upside down.
Appears to be floating and slowly rotating in the middle of the sky.
It's just hovering in the sky.
Wow.
Look at that.
People are finally, recording this stuff. They're getting to see these things happen.
This isn't the
That's
first time
crazy.
someone has captured shapes like this in the sky.
It's actually hovering and it just keeps rotating as well. So what kind of technology could that be? So are these the things that kind of just got out of the pyramid? Maybe there are civilizations still living inside the pyramid, or they have some sort of technology that still activates when they press the button from wherever they're staying. It definitely seems like, the ancient civilization, they have a massive role in order to play. They probably still are in there and they're just waiting for the right time to appear. And the one thing that the Bible always warns us about is that these things are known as the fallen angels, and you shall not be deceived by these things. And every single day as we hear new things that's happening around the world, it just seems like every single Bible prophecy is eventually coming true. And I'm super excited, man, because we're getting so close to the end times, and I really hope the Messiah comes back soon. And we also have a whistleblower who's actually explaining what these technologies are that people are looking at, which is coming out of the pyramid. And this video is so freaking interesting. Take a look at this.
That is an extraordinary piece of technology than anything we have in the U.S. arsenal, and that should be a warning sign.
Video from the Navy showing pyramid-shaped objects flying in the sky.
So even the Navy took the same video? How is this not all over the news? Why are people not showing this in the news?
Video and images of unidentified flying objects, or UFOs, were leaked to investigative reporter. Investigative reporter reportedly shows 3.
Look at that stuff. Wow. It's literally standing on top of the pyramid. Why isn't this thing being covered on the main breaking news headlines on all the television, all the media? It definitely seems like they're not trying to let people know what's going on, because we YouTubers and some of the guys that are covering about these UFOs and whistleblowers, we are the only guys talking about this stuff. But then there is literal proof, literal images, literal videos put out on Twitter as well as in many social media platforms, but it's not being picked up by the news media. It seems like they're trying to avoid covering these things. They're trying to avoid from letting public know about what's really going on, because the news media is of course being controlled by the government and they don't want to spread these things. But then us YouTubers, of course, they can't really stop us until they get to our homes, I guess.
3 pyramid-shaped UFOs flying over the USS Russell off the coast of California. These UFOs reportedly hovered just 700 feet above the tail of the Navy destroyer, making, quote, extraordinary maneuvers. Show 3 different unidentified aircrafts off the coast of Oceania, including 2 UFOs dubbed the
jets are actually
Blimp,
following
and
them?
another called the Sphere. A Department of Defense spokesperson said, quote, I can confirm that the referenced photos and videos were taken by Navy personnel. The Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Task Force has included these incidents in their ongoing examinations.
What is that?
However, the Pentagon was unwilling to confirm, which Corbell says came from the USS Omaha, showing a UFO
look at that stuff, dude.
diving into the...
Hold on. Wait a minute. Just look at what in the world
However,
is
the
that?
Pentagon was unwilling to confirm, which Corbell says...
What in the world is that?
...came from the USS Omaha, showing a UFO diving into the ocean and disappearing.
That is an extraordinary piece of technology.
Diving in the ocean?
We have in the U.S. arsenal.
And why haven't they dug the thing up from the ocean? And the Pentagon have finally shared like the real footage of this pyramid-shaped alien craft that they have captured literally on their night vision camera. Just take a look at this stuff. It really looks crazy, to be honest. Look at this thing. They are looking at that stuff using some sort of a zoomified telescope, and this is it. This is it. That's basically what we are looking at. This was shared by Pentagon. It was not shared by someone randomly on the internet or something like that. It was shared by Pentagon. And this account on Twitter named Truth Poll, they apparently share a lot of these footage and some of the things that the Pentagon has been releasing so far. Very unbelievable photos that they've shared, that they have said that the Pentagon knows about these things and they're releasing these alien footages. And apparently this is probably how one of the creatures looked like, one of the alien creatures. And these are like the babies. They're holding the babies of these aliens. And they also have a footage where it seems like the alien is like pregnant, which I've like seen recently. Look at this stuff, man. This is how they look. That's crazy. So this is like the footage that I was talking about, where it seems we don't know if it's like real or not. Obviously, this could eventually be fake. As far as what we have known so far, this is basically how the footage looks like. Let me just show you guys. This is basically what the footage looks like. And take a look at this stuff, man. It looks like the stomach is like full, right? It looks like the alien could be pregnant. Maybe that's the baby that they were removing out of it. We don't know if it's true or not. This was recorded in Russia as far as what the Pentagon has been saying. Look at that. They have big tummies. Either they are like really fat ass people or they're pregnant. We don't know. So there seems to be some sort of medical care going on for these alien creatures. And yeah, as a Christian, we need to always stay strong and never be deceived by all of these things, of course. But yeah, it's obviously very interesting to go ahead and see what's really going on. To really think that all these weird things are eventually happening and the government isn't really speaking about anything. And what's very bizarre about this situation is that there is this forest, which apparently, if you guys don't know about the backstory of this thing, it's the Tungsa event, which happened in 1908. What really happened here in Tungsa is that no trees were grown in this particular circle-shaped area for over 100 years since that event happened. And some people are saying that, you know, this is the place where the UFO landed. Let me just turn off the camera so you guys can like see this place. So this is the place where the UFO landed, and they are suspecting that the UFO could have been staying there for like many years. And apparently that's how none of these trees are grown in this location. Now obviously it looks very odd because no one was maintaining this stuff, right? It just seems like it's a disc-shaped stuff. And obviously no one was cutting the forest, like maintaining the forest. Like everything is a huge massive forest, but then this particular location is just not growing trees. And that's just very weird and odd in some instances. I don't know why this could eventually happen, but yeah, these things are indeed true. And it happened in 1908. And this is called as the Tungsuka event. You can just go ahead, Google search this, and you'll get a lot more information about this whole thing. And we recently received an update from an amateur astronomer who wants to stay anonymous because he has captured something crazy and he thinks that his life might be in danger if he ends up revealing his identity on capturing this footage. Now take a look at this. It seems like something that is sized as big as an Earth is moving towards the ring of Saturn. And obviously we know that Saturn is a massive planet, and a size of this is basically as big as the entire planet Earth. Now just take a look at this small tiny dot that's moving all the way from here. Let me just zoom this in. It's moving all the way from here. Just keep watching it. And that's moving in a massive speed. Now, obviously, it might look very, slow or whatever because it's traveling at a space speed. But then this is crazy. This dude literally just captured this stuff and he doesn't want the government to know, and he doesn't want to reveal the name of the guy that captured this stuff. This could be something that, the government is trying to hide from us because obviously NASA would know about this, but then they haven't been reporting this stuff for whatever reason. And this was literally just captured. And NASA just revealed this information that we have a breaking news that there is a massive asteroid that is going to be striking Earth in the year 2032, which is not very far away from now, by the way. NASA has officially now reported that a 2.4% chance of an asteroid striking Earth in 2032 just went all the way up from 2.3% a few days ago. And this equates to a 1:42 ratio of this asteroid actually impacting on Earth. Now, which is 97.6% likelihood that the asteroid will indeed miss Earth. And the asteroid is estimated to be between 130 to 330 feet in diameter. That's how huge it is. If something in this magnitude is going to be crashing onto Earth, it could literally just obliterate an entire country or like an entire city. And obviously we humans aren't really scared about this stuff because we currently have a lot of different missiles that's actually very powerful in order to like blow this asteroid into pieces. We can even use these nuclear technologies like the bombs that could blow up the asteroids right about in the sky before it even has an impact. But of course it's going to break into different pieces, and those pieces are going to be causing a lot of damage eventually. But that's still a very less damage compared to the damage that we will receive if the asteroid as a whole cold strikes on Earth. And I would honestly love to hear what you guys have to say about the things that we've just discussed in this video. Please just take a few seconds of your valuable time, leave your feedbacks, whatever you guys might think. I'm gonna love reading your comments and replying to every single one of you guys in the comment section. And of course, if you guys want to see more content like these, make sure to go ahead, subscribe to the channel, turn the notifications on, and set the notification settings to all, because that one step is extremely crucial, or YouTube will not be sending you guys the notifications of my daily uploads. So make sure you guys do it. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please just take a few seconds, drop a like on this video. It really helps the channel out a lot more than you guys think. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one. Until then, take it easy, fams, and goodbye.